What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the simulator. Welcome back to the channel, Turbo Talon Golf on YouTube. Let's see here. It's Saturday, the 11th of October in the year of our Lord, 2025. Weather outside's not great, or I'd be on the real golf course. We've just had a lot of rain, which is not too bad. It's exactly 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I got a bunch of chores I got to do today, but I'm going to try and split up the monotony with some sim golf here in the simulator. This is not real golf. It is live in my simulator, but it's not live on a real golf course. There you go. If you guys got chores you got to do on Saturday morning or tomorrow morning, throw something in the chat. Feel free to vent, gripe, complain, bitch, all of the above in the chat. I am pretty sore. The course we walked yesterday was up in the mountains. I hail from northern Utah, and I didn't stretch properly, but it's good. We're here. We can get some reps in even though the weather's no good. Let's play CrushinIt's Executive and Par 3 Fun League. Tournament's called Desert Golf at Mountain Shadows. Course is the short course at Mountain Shadows. Let's check out the vital stats. We got 4-foot gimme auto putts. Black tees are 2,300 yards, Friday pins. Greens are soft with a double exclamation 11 stimp, which is SGT saying don't use that stimp for this course. Fairway firmness is normal, wind is breezy. Tournament's at a couple of thousand feet. Let's load it up and try to knock the cobwebs off here. I took a few practice swings and stretched and all of that crap, but I'm getting old and sometimes that doesn't even do anything. One of the chores I got to do, if you could even call it that, is start cleaning up this wall of the simulator, because there's a lot of golf clubs over here. Stuff I buy from the bargain bin at the local golf shop here, etc. Stuff I've gotten off of eBay. Had to have the 7 and 8 irons here for the Ping G425s glued again yesterday. And I will tell you, I don't have a very high swing speed. I am not what you would call a powerful golfer. But the kid at the counter said that it's pretty common with these Pings with the graphite shafts. And I said, that sounds like a manufacturer defect. What else? I do like the clubs, but these longer irons keep on, the head keeps coming loose from the shaft. 100 yards with a tailwind. We're at 2,000 feet above sea level. Is it a big deal if we miss the green? Tough to say. 100 yards with a tailwind. And that tailwind's kicking up now. Probably looking at a par here. Putting's not my forte. I have days where everything will drop, and then I have days where I can't get a ball even near the pin. HLA was no good. I'd think that would get a little better as I got warmed up. Pretty narrow conditions here on this course. If your 150-ish yard and in game is on point, you should be fine. I don't know where my game's at today, so we'll see how far these balls are spraying left and right. Felt a bit toey. Might have a birdie look here if that's not a gimme. Okay, we're moving slowly further and further out. I'm having to grab more club. We do got a tailwind though. Pretty strong one at that. A tailwind will not help you as much to go far as a headwind will help you to knock the ball down. It's like not a 1-to-1 ratio. Okay, that's not going to be good. We'll have to get up with the 58 degree. And what I mean by the previous statement is you can expect a 10-mile-an-hour headwind to reduce your distance by at least 10 yards. But a 10-mile-an-hour tailwind is not going to increase your distance by 10 yards. It'll probably increase it by a 0.5 factor. So a 10-mile-an-hour tailwind might help you out 5%. All right, just killed that ball. Inconsistent golf is the #1 hallmark of a high handicap golfer. So based on that shitty chip shot, we're looking at a bogey, maybe a double. All right. It's actually going to make us putt again, so this could be a triple. If you're a high handicap or beginner golfer, this is just something you need to get used to. Don't fight it. You're going to play some inconsistent golf sometimes. You're going to play some inconsistent golf most of the time. Just embrace it. And then as you watch your golf game improve and you watch the consistency improve, it's something you can truly be proud of. Like if you go an entire round without double chipping, or you go an entire round without duffing a chip, or you go an entire round where you don't like top the ball off the tee, it's really something to like be proud of and like, you know, celebrate those milestones. That was the 4 hybrid. This looks like a tricky little green. A hallmark of a par 3 course is typically, from what I've seen in GS Pro, is the greens will be pretty shitty. Because if you have a very accurate golfer playing a par 3 course, they're going to tear it apart. So where the difficulty comes in is on the greens, and you can see that we're going to go down into a valley and then come back up. So getting the speed right on this could be very difficult. Hemi-powered gaming's in the chat, says morning sunshine. Yeah, if you guys have ever seen my videos before, sunshine is the opposite of what I am, but I appreciate it, sir. Good luck on the sim. Good luck in the sim on the best sim golf game in the world. He's just poking a bear right now. I have a very love-hate relationship with GS Pro. You guys, this is going to be a really weird putt, but it's mostly breaking right, and it's breaking right hard. This is just going to be a weird putt. Let's see where it ends up. I got a feeling it's coming back down into the valley. We got to make sure to get up this time. You can see that the ball broke so hard that the camera couldn't even follow it properly. But now we need to get up this steep slope for par, which is, if you make this putt, you're a beast. And then just hope it doesn't keep rolling down and putt, putt, putt until you get in the hole. Shankum Birdie says, oh snap, forgot, wrong channel, lol. I don't know what you're trying to say, or I would attempt to translate. Apparently it's become quite a, I don't know, quite a enter word here, because I'm a kind of an avid, outspoken opponent of this software. And another fellow sim golf YouTuber is quite a proponent of the software, and it's become a bit of a running joke. Dude, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. If you want to have both guys in here, just keep switching between them. Because I think I have 3 YouTube channels as well. One's this one, one's just Shelby Iverson, and the other one's for my woodworking, which I had big plans for and then never executed on. That was a really terrible miss. I think there's a reason GS Pro tried to warn the user here to not use 11 stimp on the greens. Kind of surprised that ball fell. Shankum Birdies, do you have a bunch of chores you have to do this morning? Today we're talking about chores we have to do. Honeydews, things that you levied upon yourself, etc. Feel free to comment if you'd like to. I'm trying to spice up the broadcast. It's live golf, but it's not outside, it's in a simulator. But I am live right now. There may be a few second delay, but it's Simulator Golf Live using the world's best software. The world's best simulation software, which is true. GS Pro is the best we currently have. I would love to see it get dethroned. I would love to see somebody light a fire under these devs' asses. I would love to see the quality control go up. Okay, this flag's cut on the side of a hill. Hit your ball over there and pray that it goes in, is all I can say. Pray that it rolls back. These greens are crazy fast. Let's start taking a little bit off here. Shankin' Birdies says, woodworking, I need a nice cutting board. Yeah, dude, I'd love to, but I don't do it for profit anymore. I was running it as a business, but it made it, turning your hobby into a business always makes it suck. But I'm sure there's somebody on Etsy or eBay that would love to build you a cutting board. I've built so many it makes me want to throw up. Okay, we bogeyed out of there. These greens are pretty brutal. I don't see this being a very low scoring event, but we'll certainly do the best we can. You can either get mad or you can just accept the fact that golf is hard and you're probably not good enough at it to even be mad about it. Shankin' Birdie says his wife's not awake yet, so he doesn't know what chores await him. Very true statement. Well, I hope your chores are easy today and they're fun and amusing and you have a good time. Okay, we were in the water there, and it looks like I got a chip through a tree. I don't know why GS Pro would drop you right here. I guess it's technically flag line, but you're probably not going to want to accept that option. You have two options, which is flag line, which I guess is technically true because it went up here. But let's just re-hit. And that went right again into the water. You'd think I'd never played golf before here at this rate. What happened there? Okay, that was a hosel rocket. Next option, they all suck. Just re-hit from the green here, or the tee. That one is pulled, might be wet. No. Okay, it's still calling it. I don't know why you would call that red, but that's fine. Oh, I gotta pick an option. As it lies. If you can play it as it lies, I don't know why you'd not choose that option. Classic GS Pro flag pin hit acceleration show, illustrating GS Pro's broken physics. This is going to be a pretty rough hole, guys. The golf will get better as the day progresses, but typically in the morning it's not that great. That was an 8 on a par 3. But you can't concede, you can't say I'm taking double par in GS Pro. You either, I think you take 10 strokes for conceding, or you just swallow your medicine. But now we're up to worse than bogey golf. Kind of one of the reasons I don't like par 3 courses. Strong headwind. There's not much here that's going to ruin your day. Just try to get it near the pin. And the wind's just going to knock the piss out of that ball. So let's see if we can get up on the green. You've really got the whole gamut of diarrhea going on this course. A, it's a par 3 course. B, the stimp's set too high. C, the gimmies are not very forgiving. I think they're set to 4 feet. Another bogey. .84 yards. Oh, and D, or 4, or whatever alphanumeric method we were using before, the wind is breezy. So essentially what the creator of this league has done is made it almost as frustrating as possible. If you want to crank the diarrhea meter up to 11, you make the greens firm or hard. And maybe use 2-foot gimmies. I hope everybody's got something fun planned for the weekend and not just chores. That didn't feel like very good contact, but it looks like it was just good enough contact. Flying Fat Kid said, am I playing outside today? No, sir. I would be teeing off, but we got more weather. I played yesterday, and we got rained on a little. If you guys haven't played this yet and you plan to play it, you're in this league, the greens are playing fast. So take a little bit off. Just get it in that gimme circle. Yeah, I can scramble with you, dude. That'll free us up for tomorrow. I mean, I'm playing bogey golf though, but it's a shitty par 3 course, so Okay, we need to close the stance more. I'm pulling everything. It's coming through a little over the top still. Okay, just let me know. That's half an hour, should give me a chance to finish this shit show and get into the lobby, maybe start a few holes of another one. Saved par on that one. 75 yarder here. Let's see how many times we can put the ball in the water. That ball's still moving, huh? Soft greens. Soft greens with very short grass on them. Just pick a spot here, get it to the cup. $1.25. It looks like this is a shared green, which I always think is kind of cool. That is the one positive thing I'll say today. Rewind if you have to. 125. Slight bit of wind. Looks like we're going to be breaking right. Uphill, breaker to the right, 58 feet to the cup. Let's see how that goes. It's uphill. It's going to start to slow down at the end. I think we'll see the break become a lot more prominent up there near the cup. It's not going to get to the cup though. Okay, bogey there. What are we up to? What are we up to? 11? Okay, we're below bogey golf, which is nice. 97 yards. I think this is the same green we just played from. Tailwind. That was thin. It's going to be on, but it may be in the bunker that's been magically placed in the middle of a green. Not the first one I've seen, but I guess that adds an extra layer of diarrhea to the burrito. Downhill leaker. This green's playing fast, 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 so just tap it and get it there. And then go right above the cup for your bogey. I should go re-grip this club's what I should do while I wait for Flying Fat Kid. That'd probably be the smartest idea. That's way offline. Said it was over the top. What do we got? We're 50 yards offline, guys. Pretty pathetic. Let's see, we're hitting at a semi-rough. What's the wind gonna do? That's gonna be nowhere good. I don't know what's going on this morning other than some pretty shitty golf. Because basically what happened, it looks like I thinned the ball and went right over the green. Oh, that was a hosel rocket. So a Scully and then a hosel rocket. We're still not on the green, and this is a par 3 because we're playing a par 3 course. There is something to be said of taking a break, because your body starts to hurt and it starts to affect your swing. But I'm too stubborn to do that. So we're back up to bogey golf, which I guess is fine for a par 3 course. Yeah, Flying Fat Kid says it looks good. It does look good, but I'm actually writing a book on how bad I hate par 3 courses. Should be available on Amazon in January of 26. So look for that to drop. I think I'm going to have it priced at about $4.99. It's going to be, it'll be pretty short, probably 1 page. Oh, I can't hit a golf ball, so it's pretty crazy here. That one was Healy. Typically don't hit Healy shots here in the simulator, but we've had, that one was close to being a hosel rocket. That almost became YouTube short fodder. The argument against GS Pro. Alrighty, 177 into a 10-mile-an-hour headwind. Bottom line up front is we need to hit about 200 yards here because the wind's going to knock it down. Yeah, I can. Flying Fat Kid asked me if I could add a chapter about pitch and putt courses on a 12 stimp green with firm greens. I can sure add that in, sir. You guys, this is Sim Golf with a healthy dose of sarcasm. I did see that I lost a subscriber yesterday. Much appreciated, whoever you were. Makes my life easier. These greens are not 11 stimp. Hi, Sadi. Sadi, sir. Okay, let's see here. To the left. Uphill breaker. Let's aim like right there and see where the dust settles. We got 2 holes left to go. Well, 1 and 1.25. I appreciate you, sir. If you could unsub on this channel too, that'd be nice. Let's get that count down below 100 by the end of the weekend, and maybe there'll be a free prize giveaway. I'll send you a picture of me in nothing but my woodworking apron. You can still see my streams and not be subscribed to me, so go ahead and smash that unsubscribe button if you wouldn't mind. I'm trying to get to 0 subscribers. What am I looking at here? Oh, that's nice. Let's try to hit this about 100 yards. A 100 yards in the wrong direction. Damn, that was short. That didn't carry very far at all. Keith's in the chat. We haven't seen him in a while. Welcome back, sir. What did you miss? Check the score at the top left, and you'll see that you have missed absolutely jack shit. Have you missed some good sarcastic content? Yes, absolutely you have. Same shit as always, dude. That's the first chip that has gone the correct distance this morning. So that's neat. What a milestone to behold. All right, ladies and gentlemen, not my finest round of golf, but I hate par 3 courses. We're waiting for Flying Fat Kid to be ready to go so we can play our 2-man scramble for SGT this morning. Let's go see where it is. It's at Meadowbrook Golf Course. Do I know what Meadowbrook Golf Course is? 6,500 yard tees, 5-foot gimmies, normal greens with a 12 stimp, normal fairways with a calm wind, and apparently every golf course on the planet is at sea level. Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook. There's a lot of meadow. Richmond, Rhode Island. Sweet, and it's by J. Pruitt 10. What'd I say, 6,500 yards, 12 stimp. We're just gonna warm up. I think I said calm wind. I don't remember what pins it was. What was it, 5-foot gimmies? What are you talking about? I don't want to play a scramble. Too late. Ooh, beautiful course. At least the scenery will be enjoyable. The approach into this green will not be enjoyable. See all the OB up there? First time swinging driver this morning. It wouldn't be any different than if I had been swinging driver all morning and was thoroughly warmed up. 220. What'd I say we were at, 400 feet? It'll go somewhere in that direction, I would think. Oh my God, everything hurts. Hit that speed slot. We got a 162-yard approach into a decent-sized green. Pipe it down the middle. I totally did 215 yards, piped straight down the middle. Why would GS Pro aim me 10 yards in front of where I am? I'm clearly on my approach to the green. My little pink dot should be right here, right here. Why would I hit 10 yards in front of me on the fairway? It's a simple question, really. Oh, get your little ass up there. Let's see how the chippy chip's looking today. Okay, this should be an easy 3-putt for double bogey. What a great video game GS Pro is. It's just really a gem. What a gem of a video game. Okay, Shankum Birdies has a really good point there. I think I can see the bag mapping from here. Players, settings. I can't see my bag mapping from here. Yeah, I'll have to check that. Yeah, Flying Fat Kid, I'm playing SGT, but this is a warm-up round on the course we're gonna play here when you're ready to go. I was voted off the island for admission to Twisted Stick, so SGT's all I can play. Let's see where we're aimed. Let's make sure we're not aimed at 13 feet in front of us here. I hope I'm able to get in on the beta for the ProTee VX simulation software. I got a sneaking suspicion though that it'll never catch on because nobody's going to want to migrate away from GS Pro for anything other than like around here or there. Because there's no way those guys are going to be able to have all these courses. I could see maybe if the ProTee VX uses, I'm not a software guy, but if the ProTee VX uses something to where these courses could be used in their software, but then I'm guessing GS Pro would sue them because this whole world operates on the dollar bill. That was a low worm burner, but it achieved the objective with the 3-wood there. What did we do? We came over the top. Looks like she hit off the bottom of the club. 55 yards to go. Pin position is cut over into the right side of the green. I think that's too much. Couldn't give me that one, huh? 4 inches. 4 inches was all it took. I was off by the average male appendage length from a birdie. Unfortunate. Well, that's unfortunate. Look at that sumbitch go. Let's not do that in the scramble. I'm just kidding. I think I saw something. The average male appendage length is, guys, also remember what the word average means, is like 5.2 inches or something. But remember, it's not the size of the boat, it's the motion of the ocean, so don't feel bad. What are we hitting here? D-river. It's certainly not going to go that far, but a boy can pretend. Have you guys watched any good Halloween movies yet? It's October. Hell, we're almost halfway through October. That should be fine. Little fader. Oh, and Flying Fat Kid, if you are still listening, just so we don't play the game we've been playing lately, I'm on the normal build of GS Pro. 1.2 or whatever it is. 120 to the pin. Do you ever get tired of hearing your own voice? I'm asking for a friend. Dialed in, he says. All right, guys, so let's see if we have some magical GS Pro bunker force fields going on this morning. Let's check the colliders. GS Pro is an interesting piece of software, to say the least. GS Pro and the magic colliders. Flying Fat Kid says he loves the sound of his voice. That's good. That's good. Good voice positivity there. I like that. I wonder if the ProTee VX will pick up a putt if I hit it like with a pool cue. That's an interesting question right there. Okay, he says he's loading in now. I'm going to jump out of here. Okay, guys, I'm ending the stream, but I'll start a new one here with this scramble in just a minute or two. Turbo Talent.